Okay, so as I mentioned, we were getting this date automatically when we ran the on insert trigger, but then this is a trigger that is it's an inbuilt trigger that is on the page. This is the page. Our page is meal collection. It's a card, and we were instructing it to do something for us when we insert a new record. As it is on insert a new record. So always you can read this explanation. It exactly tells you what it does, even without you having to go through a lot of research in the internet. And if we try to add some message, so record created successfully, then we'll see if that pops up. So I'm going to make a mistake of doing something, and then I will be expecting to see this message. And let me see if I'll expect. Let me publish so that it can take my changes. And when it's done publishing, now yeah, it's done publishing. I'm going to test, and I'm going to test using the existing record. And then let me try to use the exact same vendor. You see, there's nothing that has happened. There is nothing that has happened because I just did something else. I just invoked a different trigger. I didn't invoke this trigger because I was not inserting a new record. So I'm going to insert a new record and see whether I'll see the message. Let me take another farmer, maybe Oakville World, but I'm going to give him the information, the phone number and the location. So let's go to select from full list and then edit. So I'm going to give him the phone number, maybe plus whatever. And then I can maybe just have the same as the mobile number. Then sorry, am I seeing blackouts? Okay, I think something happened. I'll go to edit again. And then in the location code, I'll select the lowland, and then let's select him. We were creating a milk collection, and then you can see there is a record created successfully message. Of course, you've seen where that comes from. Let's say we had collected 78 in quantity. This is just quantity. We don't know if it's kgs, grams, or liters or whatever, but we need to specify that it is liters. So what we'll do, we'll go to our field and then caption so that we are able to differentiate between the quantity, because this one is an, I think it's just a bogus data value where you don't realize what it is exactly. So I've demonstrated that how this worked. Let's just go edit this quantity. There are two options. You can go to the page maybe and put it as maybe in liters. That is abbreviation in terms of liters. Or you can edit this field, which is not recommended, or you can do it inside here. You see this one, you can do it here. You can also do it down here. Is also a caption field under this is the page, and this other one is the table, this for the same data. So let's do the one for the table, and then maybe you can just demonstrate before I come back to another trigger on the page trigger. So I think it has completed publishing. So now we'll just go to our open collections, and then let's see. Yeah, you can see this is quantity in liters. So this it means that in this collection we did 78 liters from this farmer, the Oakville World. Now I'm going to do another trigger. This trigger, where is it? Where is it? This one right here. I'm going to remove this message, or rather cut it so that I can use it elsewhere. And then I'll add another trigger on modify rec. So it also takes two parameters. No, one parameter, and then it returns a value, which is a Boolean value. Wait a minute. Modify rec. So I think we are having an issue. I don't know who has noticed that we are having an issue right here. Okay, new rec. That is not the solution though. Oh, sorry, it takes no parameter. I think this takes no parameter. Yes, correct. So this one is executed whenever you try to edit something. So I'm going to maybe add a field in this table, our table. The table to this page is right here. So I'm going to add another field for the maybe user modified by, then this is a code of size 50 by default, and then I'm going to make it editable false so that no one can say that I modify this one. I remember this field is automatically captured in the Microsoft way, but now I want to use it to demonstrate how Microsoft does it. And then I'll have to pull it here in the table, so that in the page, sorry, so that you are able to see who modified this record. And I'm going to add this logic right here inside the onModify trigger. It's a standard trigger from Microsoft, and I'm going to say rec. It's like asking the table, please give me a given field. I'll ask it to give me modified by, and I need you to initialize it with the username, user ID. This is an inbuilt function that gets the user ID at that moment. So, and then I'll also add a message. Maybe record modified successfully, and then I'll publish and see whether we'll see those things. Call there are so many. I'll just do one on can I do one on delete on close page? Yeah, maybe let me do it on close page. So on close page, it doesn't have a lot of politics, no parameter, no return value, just closes the page. And then something interesting is there's another one that almost does the same thing, but the difference is almost the same. It's called on close query, on query close page. This one is very important. In as much as it's a bit over politics, it has a return value, and also it takes a parameter, maybe close. I think it's Boolean, and then it also returns a Boolean. No, it doesn't. We'll just have to read from it. Close action. Oh no, it's an action. Yeah, this should be an action. Yeah, so the data type is an action. So this one, um, when you see, when you are accessing a table, there are things that run. But when you stop accessing the table, it's like you're asking the program that, this is the end of me asking you to give me data from the table. So, and when that happens, when you tell the program that, oh, now you need to chill because I'm done getting what I wanted, then it start running this code right here. So I will introduce something small inside here so that we have a test of what really we can achieve. So I will run something called confirm. If confirm, then okay, confirm normally takes a string. I'll just put an empty, and then maybe exit. Exit is just an inbuilt function that will exit. I mean, it will just terminate the procedure of that. It can also exit with a value. It can return you something, but maybe if maybe we'll ask the user when they close the page, are you sure? Are you sure you want to close this page? So if they say yes, by default, if confirm, the confirm returns gives you two options, yes or no, yes or and no, sorry. If you do yes, then it means you are agreeing to this, then it will go to the next line. But if you do no, then it will do something else. But in this case, we have not provided what it will do. But let me publish and test what will happen in this case. This is on query close page. So we'll just open the page, this page right here, maybe our this page, and then we try to close it. We try to close it by going back. So it's asking us, are you sure you want to close this page? We have yes and no. Let's try to say yes. No, it has closed. Let's try to say no. Let's try to close again. Say no, it has closed because we have not provided anything. So let me also try to play around with these words here. We want to make our code so clean. We can just remove this, cut it, and then put it as a variable right there. Let's call it confirm message in short words, and then this is a label. Then we paste our little string there. Then we format. So our code here is a bit clean, and then we've taken care of a lot of stories that were inside line number 79. So if we want to negate this statement, you can just put a not. If not confirm, then maybe you can just put an error and say you have said no. Yeah. So I will explain that, but let me demonstrate it to you. I'm publishing, it's publishing, and it's done publishing. It's loading, it's done loading. Now let's open it. Let's have a feel of what we've just did in a few moments ago. And then let's try to close this page and then say no. And then it's telling us you said no. Of course we said no. Let's try to, now you see, it has not closed the page. It didn't close the page. Let's try to say yes. Okay, for us to say yes, let's say no again. Let's close this page and then let's say yes. You see, it closed. So let me explain what you can use, scenarios where you can use this thing very well. Maybe you are giving a user, maybe you are using this page to collect the data. And then there are some very important data. In this case, maybe the quantity of the product, the milk. If someone has not given the quantity, don't let them close. So I'll demonstrate how we can not let someone close this page until they give us something here, and it should be something positive. It cannot be 0, it cannot be -10. It has to be a number, a positive number from 1 onwards. We can limit it. Maybe we can limit it to maybe 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000, because maybe those are not practical numbers, so that we eliminate the margin of error. Okay, we will go back to our own query, and then we will check. We want to check this field whether it has the data. So I'll just okay, let me just continue from where I left. I'll check if that field is called quantity. Okay, it is rec.quantity because we are still on a page. If rec.quantity is less than 1, or less than, is 1 less than 1? Okay, less than 0. Is 0 less than 0? Okay, 0 is less than 0. 0 is equals to 0. Anyway, let's do 1. If the quantity is less than 1, then we do an error here. Let's bring this error right here. And I guess we if not, if confirm, if the user wants to close the page, then we check if the quantity is less than 1. If it is less than 1, then we bring this error, and then we tell them that you must enter the quantity. Okay, let's try and test to see if it really works. If it works, we don't touch it. If it doesn't, we'll touch it until it works. Yeah, so let's still go to the fourth milk collection, and then let's delete this. Oh, no, let's use what is not there. Let's go to this. You see, it does not have a value. It actually has 0. So let's close this page. Are you sure you want to close this page? Yes. You must enter the quantity. Okay, so you see, it hasn't closed. It's supposed to have closed this page, but since we gave some rules, let's do 1. Let's give 1 liter. So record modified successfully. You remember we did something on that. Let close. Are you sure you want to close this page? Yes, it has closed because we have a quantity more than 0 because of this line here. So this says we have a lot that we can achieve if we use the inbuilt triggers. Actually, much of the triggers are inbuilt. When you do something else, you cannot have like your own trigger. Maybe on my own. Okay, this is wrong. In fact, it tells you that we've never seen that before. It's actually invalid. But you can have your own procedure. Okay, we are actually moving to something else. Let's call it what do you call it? Let's call it post. Want to post. I want to post. Maybe we want the user to always post this data immediately they collect it. So we can have a procedure to ask them whether they want to post. And we can just use what we've done there, like if, or you can just have a message and say, do you wish to post this document? Okay, first of all, this is not a good way because we are asking a question with a message. Of course, they'll just click OK and nothing happens at all. But if we want something to happen, we use this confirm, because confirm will give us a dialogue. This one does not give us anything. But then I want to put it in a different trigger called trigger on, maybe on delete record. So delete record, it has a return value and it has no parameter. So it returns a Boolean. So this one is executed when you want to remove a given record from the table. So we want to ask this user, yes, we know you want to delete, but yes, let's run our program on to post. Do you also want to post now that you want to delete? Of course, our message is a very stupid message here. It will just say okay. I mean, it's like someone who says okay, but no matter what, bad or good. Okay, let's do our stupid message. Let's run this program. I mean, let's compile the changes, publish, and test and see. So we'll try to invoke this trigger by deleting. You can only invoke this trigger by trying to delete the record. Now, I'm sorry to our record number 1. We are going to delete you. But let's see what happens when we click delete. There is a delete button here. There is also okay, fine, yes. Okay, you see now we cannot close this page without some data. Let's give it some data, like 9 liters, and then try to close. Yeah, there is a delete here, right here. Let's try to delete. Go ahead and delete, yes. Okay, it has deleted. But then there's something that we missed. We didn't even see the message. Do you know why?
Because it is
On a
the procedure is
different
on
object,
the
right? Yes, our procedure is on this.
yeah
It is on the card. Yes, it is on the
inter
card.
page in
And
the
we
card
were
page.
trying to delete it. We deleted it right here in the list. So let's open the card and then try to delete it. Delete this record. Yes. Do you wish to post this document? Okay. Okay, of course there will be nothing to post at that point. Now we are getting into some serious issues. Our procedure is punishing us. Now we cannot get out of this problem until we give it what it wants. We'll have to give it the the quantity so that we can close this one. Let's do 50 and then let's try to close it. Yes. Yes, close it please. Nice. It has closed. So guys, I was demonstrating on the table triggers. There are so many of them on the page triggers, sorry. There are even more than what is in the table. And I've also created a simple procedure. This is my own procedure for me to do other things that maybe I don't want to overload the standard triggers. I'll just create a procedure and then try to do something under that procedure. And of course, I've called it here on delete. And then so you can, this is limitless. There is much you can achieve. Let's look at nothing else, but let's just mention what you can do. You can do on after get current record. You can do on after get record. You can do on find record. You can do on init, on open page, on page background task completed, and so forth. They are not so much. Of course, these are the remaining ones but we've exhausted the other almost half of them. So maybe question time, guys. Okay, let's do a table, not a table, but a page trigger. I want us to um, hmm, or the one for the
Maybe
date.
you can try the one for the date. Maybe you limit that you cannot
Okay,
put
sure,
a
sure.
date earlier than today, maybe something like that.
Thank you. So that's a very good idea. Let's roll it. So we'll go to this field, and then we'll do gymnastic there, and then we'll test. Let's go to the date right here, and then let's do a trigger. Shortcut is TTR. Then on, you just do on validate. There are so many more. I don't want to touch the others because we will sleep here. It will be endless journey. So on validate, if what is what now? Now if date is, if because we are on the page, then we have to start with the rec to reference to our main data. Date is less than today, or rather is less than today. Sorry guys. Then let's do an error of, maybe I'm going to correct this one and call my date error. So I'll label this. I'm just avoiding writing on my code. Let me just use the variable section, and then oops, date cannot be, okay, let me put it greater than today, so that we don't put tomorrow and we know we are just collecting things for today. Oops, date cannot be future. Nice. Let's try that. Okay. And remember, when you have two triggers, such as the table trigger, and then when I click control click, takes me to this is the table. And when you have another trigger here inside the table, always know that the first one to be executed will be the one on the page, and this one will be given more priority than the other one in the card. Anyway, it has finished publishing. Let's try and test it. So I'm going to leave these other pages, the earlier ones, and then go back to our little procedure. And then this is today, and then let me put it maybe 2026 or even 26. Okay. No, our license does not even agree to that. 28. Okay. Let me do some decency on this. Dates are so tricky when you don't have the valid license. No, we are actually using the free license. It's not like we are using invalid license. So let's do some setups, little setups right here. And then let's put today. Oh, so it's not taking today. Let's assume today was 1st January. Oh, nice. Let's assume we are on 1st January 2025. We are humbling ourselves before the dates so that we can see if we can test our little source code. Now let's do 2nd January 2025. That will be tomorrow of today. So it will be, let's go to January 2nd, record modified. No, but this thing is, wait, which year are we? Okay. This is 2025 first, and then okay, let's do 2024 December 26th. Oh, I'm surprised that I'm not seeing my expectation coming through. Okay. I just have to go back to this. If rec date is greater than today, then error. And today is okay. Sorry.
It is greater than today. But we make our working date
01/01 2025.
01/01
So if
2025.
we go to 02/01 2025, then should
Yeah.
give us an error. Now
To 02. Yeah.
this is not a problem. This is the normal life
Yep.
of programming. So let's try to play safe. Let's message today is, and then we get the day today. I'll explain what is going on here. It may look a bit technical since I didn't prepare you for that, but naturally, programming does not prepare you enough to face their challenges, just exposes you directly to them. So since I'm having a problem in identifying what actually is today, I can just message it. Like this message will say today is, and then this value here, the ampersand, is this ampersand or it's a modulus? It's a modulus. This modulus will take this value here and then put it here. So
Modulus.
that by the time the error comes
Yeah.
in, we will know that actually, to be honest, today date is greater than today. Okay, let's publish and see that. I will explain as we go. So we'll go to our little test scenario. Let's try to put it some maybe 10th record modified successfully. But again, we are not getting the error. Okay. Another option is to give up. Another option is to try use some other field that it does not have challenges with the licenses. So let's use we don't have a lot of fields in this data set. Let's use, okay, first of all, I need to remove something. Let me remove this one. And when I remove that code, the on lookup, you see these three dots, you'll no longer see them. So when I bring them alive, you will see them. That's another lesson too. You can learn from this. We will come back to that in the future. And the future can be in the next minute. So you see, we no longer have those three dots. We normally call them the drill down dots. And then I was testing something, and then something didn't happen. If date is greater than today, then run this. So if date, which is 10th January 2025, is greater than today, and when is today? Okay, today should be no, this is 26. Okay, so
1/1.
we are the problem here.
That for 6.
The source code is not a
So he's
problem.
not catching.
Nice. Today is 4th March 2025. And we have an error, guys. So we got what you were looking for. Oops, date cannot be future. Okay. I like to try it in a good way now. We have faced some challenges because of our own human errors. We were in 2025, but our system is in 2026. So today in our system is 2026. It's like 1 year from today. It's ahead of the game anyway. So we will, for us to get effective results, let's do 1st of 2026 to see whether we'll have an error. Today is 4th March 2025. No, it's also no. It's playing with us. I think it's in 2020. Okay, let's do 2025 and see what anything happens. No, nothing happens. So 2025 is safe because it is not greater than this date. So anyway, guys, I was just using that to demonstrate the trigger, the field triggers. So we'll proceed with conditionally exposing fields where necessary. You see this field here, posting date. It's unnecessary at this moment. And even modified by, it is unnecessary when this document has not been modified. But first, let's deal with posting date. I want us to hide this field until this document is posted. So I will go to, I'll try something so simple. I'll go to the field itself. The field, where is it? Okay, right here. I'll go to posting date. Let's try to hide it. Visible, false. This will hide it no matter what. Or let's see if it will hide it first. Might be politicizing the issue of programming, and then it will show us some dust. So let's open our favorite record. You can see it's no longer there. But now we want to hide it until we post this document. So for us to demonstrate that, let's do a rec dot so this means this field will be visible if this value is true, if posted is true. So this will take us to something else called the actions. Under pages, we'll have actions, of course. These are the page actions. So page actions, these are like messengers that you send, that you give instruction to do something for you. I want us to make one messenger to mark a document as posted, even though it's not posted. We want to just help us do something. So in this card, actions normally come up here. You see before the general part, right there, the actions comes there. Let's see how they do that. So it is before the general, but now you'll have to invert your brain a little bit to bring sense into this. You'll find out that we are inserting those actions. No, not there. Right here. It's area. No, it's a fact box. No, it's after the layout. Oh yeah, after the layout. So we'll have to do the right here. After the layout, we have the actions, and then inside the actions, we can create an action. We create area. Let's call area processing, and then we can have our action right here. Let's call it post. And then an action normally has properties such as image, and thanks to Microsoft, they have given us an image for post. You see this one, that is the image for post. And then it also has visibility. We can hide it, we can expose it. Let's make it true. By default it is true, Either we put it or not, it will be there. And then let's now come to the thing that brought us here. We were coming here to do what? To create, yes, to create an action.
To
So
change the
let's do a
status or
shortcut,
post it.
not a shortcut. So, but we call it a T action. T action gives you the structure of an action. The action has a name. Let's call it. Okay, we had already done that anyway. So whatever remains here is just the trigger on action. There is no other trigger in actions, just trigger on action. We just want it to change a value. And remember, we are still on the page. It is rec.status, not status.
Post it.
We make it true.
Without
Then,
post it.
yeah, sure. You have to modify the
To
table.
true and modify the table.
You modify so that you are able to capture the changes that you've made. We can also do a rec.update on current page dot update, or I'll explain this number 85. Let me just whatever it. Then remember, I'm going to publish this, and then you'll see what happens. Yeah, that's what I want to demonstrate.
What about application area?
So there are actions right here in this post, but there's a way you can just let it appear there without having to call it actions. Let's post. So you realize the document that has opened is different one. So that's why I said I would explain something. Why it is very dangerous to not do what I have commented out. So I'll go back to our action, and then I'll explain what happened here. When we had 3 records, of course I marked one as posted, and then it disappeared, and then it never closed. It also opened another one, which is very dangerous. This is where you'll make a user to deliberately, without knowing, post something that they never intended to post, and you'll end up with the wrong data. So now I'll explain line 85. Whenever you have updated a record, it's good to close it. So when you call this function, it's called current page. It's a global function. It's a standard function. We have not done anything to deserve that function at the moment, but thanks to the Microsoft, they have given us that one. And even though they wouldn't have given us, we would have had to do it ourselves. But now this one will help you avoid instances where the user posts a different document unknowingly because you failed to close it. So I want to test this function again with line 85 and then see what has happened. And you can also put messages that shows that you've closed this page. So post, click post. Are you sure you want to close this page? Yes. Now it has closed. So the other function the other action that was asking us whether we want to close the page is here. Are you sure you want to close this page? We said yes. and then you can see where is it? Sorry. Okay, I had created this page here to show us the posted documents. Let's open it and see. You can see we have the modified. There was something I wanted us to see here, but we are not seeing it because of reasons known good to me. We had said that we had hidden a field here, but I think we were wrong. So we are going to have it visible conditionally. So there's something I'll have to introduce here. I'll have to introduce a label, no, a group. I'll have to create something like a group, maybe P. Just call it, no, like just a simple name. Then I put this right inside here, and then me format it. Let me try to delete some blank lines. Then in this group I will put it visible when posted, and then I will hide. You see this caption P, I will try to not show it. So there's another action under the group called the it's called caption, no, show caption false. It's called show caption, then we'll put it false. Then I'll run it. I'll have to test for the posted and the unposted records to see whether that function really works or it's playing some game with us. So right here it's not visible, the posting date. Let's open the posted collections. Let's see the posting date. Yeah, it's actually visible, but now we don't have the posting date because when we were changing it to posted by clicking this function, we didn't consider updating the posting date. So we must always update those things, like posting date as, we'll just do it as today. That means the day that document will be posted. So guys, without going further, we'll just pause there so that in our next lesson we'll continue with the actions, and then the actions will usher us to the procedures and the code units. Of course, we've done some procedures today,
procedures.
but we've not done something so real like a code unit. So let's try to do our final test. So let's post this to see whether it will take the posting date. Now that one has gone. Okay, our own rules are imprisoning us. So look at us now, we are not able to. Okay, we've closed those ones. So the other one that we posted recently was which one was it? This one? No, not that one. Should be this one. Yes, you can see this one as a posting date. It is because while we ran this action, that's where the posting date came in.